And welcome to the Real Wrestling League. This is once again your host, Rob Williams, the fine bureaucrat who knows pretty much everything. Whoa! And I'm the co-host, Will Bobby, and this week we are in Jamaica. That's right, the blessed land of, well, you know. The world tour and build up to Drop It or Lose It continues as last week. We saw a new hardcore champion, Iron Hand be crowned. The NPS broke up and the new tag team champions happened when Fist Tomber and Lambert Tomber beat the ever-living shit out of Slick and Herbert Wookies. What is going to be our first match of the night? We'll find out just now. It's a first blood match. Well, that's not good. But this time that means that there's gonna be a lot of hardcore action. Axe is our first contender. Who is he facing? WBL. The old rivalry is back. Yes, WBL successfully defeated. Who was that guy last week? I have suffered from short-term memory losses for a while now. Here we go. WBL begins with a pretty big thrust move on his arch nemesis. What is going on? Is he doing the sheepherder thing now? So, WBL already begins. We already begin with a pretty brutal showcase of hardcoreness. I think Axe's outfit goes well with the ring color. Yes. WBL begins with a pretty, at least this time they will be forced to make WBL won very quickly. That was not an easy effort. That was very easy on his end. WBL of all people has been picking up victories for the last 2 weeks. Poor Axe. From going challenging Inferno himself in the last event to drop in to one of his old nemesis. Alright, what is our next match going to be? It's a handicap match. Uh-oh. What is teaming up with? What the heck is that? The guy with the beard who looks like Amish roadkill. Good question. Old PH. Of course. What a continuity it is. Indeed. Well, if it isn't unfortunate that you all PH are now on your own goddamn luck. You all want to blame we and creativity are running to take on your stupid army. I don't care. Our spirit is stronger than both of your teams. Well, all PH is good. He's facing against 2 faction leaders. What an amazing run. It's like this match was actually planned. Yes, it's incredible. They are going to beat him up very easily. But Old PH is doing his best to fight back. And I have no idea who that Amish look. Oh, I think I know who she is. You see, it's Linda Zerky. Linda Zerky, what is he doing in that stupid outfit? I think he has become Roots fund or something after the departure of Ditkus. Maybe Ditkus had done something problematic and that's why she no longer liked Ditkus and instead like someone intelligent like Root. Come on. 1, 2. No, almost. Would be. Uh-oh. It's a rope break. But Herbert's request has a looking special. But nothing happened. He's trying to make him choke. Oh, a brutal head kick. But Ruth strikes from the back. Oh, very nice jump. To think that not even all ring sides is safe, considering Linda Serkian's slick out there. Yes, old PH has no reason to continue. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, no, it failed. Oh, a throw bite and an elbow drop. Old PH. A Harvard request. Old PH. I mean, what is happening? Old PH is trying to desperately fight back despite his unfortunate odds. Well. Here we go, rope break. Oh! Another kick in the face. They are ganging up on him. Oh, Roach strikes with a brutal leg move. Is old PH going to tap out already? Think the CEEV has been chasing after these factions, and of course Serpent Request must be salty about losing those tag team championships to old PH. He still does not give up. He's an old god, he refuses to lose. Uh-oh. Alright, this might be it. Uh-oh, slip or slip. And now Rick Mosinas is even beaten on up. Uh-oh, don't tell me this is going to the outside already. Yes, it's going to the outside, unfortunately. Come on, go back into the ring so that this can be over already. Everyone's ganging up. OPS got into motorcycle even. Maybe he'll get counted out. You know, don't just stand there. Let him go back into the ring. What is going on? Why are these two so low? Don't let him win. He cannot win. The odds are not in his favor at all. Why are they wasting our time? Whereas this is turning to complete another chaos right now. We all know that they were going to win. Yes, all PH sure got embarrassed pretty badly. It's time for the next match of the night. What are your bets? Will A lot of hits. It's a 1-1 match. Well, this should be interesting. Only Reputants. He will help to defeat Guy and Suicide at RWL Discotheque. He's going against Volazans. Yes, it's about time we have seen him in action. No words to be said. This means this is our miscellaneous match. He's instantly thrown off the top rope. Volazans, a long-time enemy of Fisto, known for his strange style and detective music. Moment Reputants gives him a brutal break. He's faced off against Titans before, but not to this level. What do you mean, not to this level? Well, I mean, he hasn't really faced Titans here in the RWL so far. Alright, Omni Reputants does knee. Main elbow. Wixler, the former number 1 contender, is here as well. These two men are known for maybe I don't know if Volazans is still connected with Guy and Suicide. They used to be part of the investigation corporation, but after the Guy decided to join creativity, everything changed. Cassie helps to beat up Omni Reputants, who recently, I believe it was Cassie who last week fought Andore El Gigante and successfully defeated him. Yes, Cassie hasn't had the best of luck when it comes to matches, but she was able to show a good show in the last week. Indeed. Volazans is joking, but Omni Reputants decides to joke back. I wonder if they are still trying to avenge the former leader Dave Prostite, who was injured and eventually retired by Guyan. Whoa! That was the strongest headbacks I ever seen. Don't mess with Volazans' head. He must train it considering his other arm is pretty numb. Quite possibly. Oh, here comes Sonny and he strikes right from the top rope twice. Not bad for himself, if I say so myself. Brutal elbow drop. Volazans is a private detective known for carrying cases involving furries. Apparently he tackles those cases mostly because no one else knows how evil they are. From what I know, he has maybe thought he possibly go as the CEV2, no idea, but right now he's getting his shit destroyed by Omni Reputants. He had a special. Yes, but he tried to do a pin off a rope break. So that's kind of dumb. And once again they are going to brawl on the outside. No, not probably. Oh, another strike in the head. And speaking of, this week we have, I forgot to show last week, but we have new episodes of Ramblings with Rob Williams involving Chiburiano and Dave Prostite that have been released last and this month. Yes, it's pretty fun how you get to interview these RWL wrestlers. Who is on your schedule next week? Our current RWL Nugget Weight champion, of course, Silent Stranger. It's going to be very interesting to speak up with him. I see. How do you film this? I usually film the discussions after the pay-per-view events. So after everyone's gone home, I will go into the hotel or caravan room and I will talk with them for a while. Interesting insight. They are still trying to beat each other up in the outside the ring. That can be good. You would think Wexler would fight with Cassie, or at least help. The other side would help their partner. Well, Wex definitely does not want him to stay. Whoa, Colosans went to roll the stairs. That's not nice. Nothing is so far happening. He might get counted out, you know. He's trying to get to the ring, but we enter Vex Larry. Who hit him in the back with a goddamn flame extinguisher? Where did he find that? Finally, he's entering the ring. I mean, never mind. What the hell, like losing us? Is he drunk again? That can't be good. The reporter starts to but here comes Vex Larry, and here comes Cassie. Oh, a brutal hit to the back by Omni. Is Vex Larry is known for his stylistic skills of knowledge and power. Here we go. We have returned to the ring where Omni Polagons is finally performing title of this. But Omni Putans tries to once again go for a rope break. Is he really that dense? Well, he's started to pick up a fight with Rick Musinas now. Oh, a very nice miss by Polagons. Polagons tries to strike back, and once again he's out of the ring. Omni does not care what happens to Polagons. But now he's back in the ring. Yes. He's just wanting to beat if you know how edgy these people can get. Oh. Polagons drops out hard. You know, at this point I'd expect Omni and Vex to try to rip Foil's arm off. That would be some heat. That's not very nice, you know. Yes, you may be right. Cassie finally comes to help Foil. He's beating him outside the ring. Ooh. Yes, 5 minutes remaining. Oh boy. I doubt these people get to finish their match. We might see a follow-up to this very soon. Both men knocked each other out. Omni hits harder than now. That elbow drop should relate to something. It was a rope break, of course it was. They really don't want to stay out of the ring. Yes, they are absolutely. Omni is still probably extremely drunk. Whoa, another headbutt by Polagons, but it blinded him. A small price to pay. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3. Omni Putans unfortunately won. Crowd doesn't want that. Now what was the point of this? We'll find out later. Cassie at least whipped him. I wonder what the motivation of that move was. Right, what is our next match going to be about? Right now there is some crowd in the studio. Few drunken fans seem to be fighting.
Yes, I hear that too.
We seem to be having some sort of a bar fight. Now, here we go. We have a team war. It's Susan and Guy. Good old Vivian Rose.
Yes, I bet they must be happy that the guys...
Oh no, Darkfoten. He's looking pretty brutal right now, complete with a hammer.
And it's the hardcore champion Iron Hand, accompanied by Dave Prostito.
Finally, it's about time. I have become the new active leader of Hyphis.
You are the leader of Hyphis. We will show you just what an evil man you are. Let's beat him, Guy.
Oh, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. We have faced before.
Oh, this match again. A rematch from Mystery Night, too. But this time without a team in there.
Oh, almost. They are already getting pretty bad.
Yes,
Darkfoten looks now far more menacing than what he used to look before.
Shows us out of the ring, but this time it actually doesn't mean a thing, because now this is a tag team war. Kind of similar to the tag team match that we had where the championships were defended. Uh-oh. Fortan is looking pretty powerful right now. But it was not enough to help.
Guy tries to go for a drop kick off the top rope.
Everyone has dropped this. Whoa! He pushed him right out of the ring. That's brutal. I think that he is facing off again. Well, this is a Guy match, so I'm expecting Mario Cervantes to show up.
Yes.
Oh, did someone say my name? I'm right here to cheer on my honey bunny baby.
Oh, Mario Cervantes, finally. It's good to see you.
Yes, today was our 1 year anniversary, so I hope Guy makes himself proud. Yeah.
Yes, so you have been following. Guy has had a lot of stress lately. He has faced off against many opponents, but he hasn't really done anything special. What is your... what hopes do you have for Guy?
As long as he doesn't hurt himself, otherwise I'm fine with anything.
What the whole Darkfoten? Are you trying to stage a coup? That's I won't stand for. Well, that's not good. Well, I knew Dave Prostito and Darkfoten had a bit of an issue with each other. Oh no.
Iron Hand is beating up Dave Prostito now.
Oh, I think we have seen yet another betrayal. Uh-oh. Darkfoten was eliminated because of that mess.
Yes, I knew my baby boy could do it.
Actually, it was Rosa who brought him in.
Well, but he still did it. He obviously communicated this match.
Are you saying that wrestling is pretty determined? How dare you suggest something like that?
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself, Marisantes.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I offended you. I promise I will never offend anyone. I think Mario Cervantes might need some integrity check.
Yes. So, Dave Prostito is still around despite being apparently fired for being a Hyphy leader. What is he going to do now? Well, it's going to be interesting to conduct an interview with him once this, considering he's no longer a Hyphy.
I don't know how these things happen like this.
saw that Iron Hand. It's hard to imagine what this duo could do.
Oh, Iron Hand is getting pinned. Oh, but Kai to the rescue. He's going after Iron Hand.
But Iron Hand striking.
Come on, baby boy. You can do it, honey. Break that toxic masculinity example.
Oh, well, you are certainly political like Maria Cervantes.
I'm sorry about that. Did that offend you too?
No. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go. Giant Rosa.
Yes, my baby boy, honey bunny. Oi, let's go kiss.
Not on the camera, the mic might get wet. Well, it seems that something has happened with the Highfish after this match. We will immediately take our go to the backstage and see what happened there exactly. I just wanted to apologize. My sudden burst in the back there. I promise something like that will never happen again. Actually, after a bit of thinking, I realized that you brought nothing but bad things to the table. Since you started in 2013, you are an even worse Highfish leader like every throttle now. What? Why is that so? For the last few weeks, CEEV has been kicking our ass in terms of competitiveness. You have also made a bunch of people leave, including Michael Pinkian and Lucy Rose King. You have brought nothing but trouble. But that is not correct. You can't betray me, Iron Hand. Are you still on my side? Actually, me and other Highfish have been taken on. I think you should probably go away if you know what's good for you. You are nothing but a little bragging pest who constantly interrupts Highway agenda with your own personal feuds. Darkford unsuccessfully invaded the entire world in his own timeline, so why shouldn't he do that in this timeline too? You backstabbers! I didn't move over Kevin Throttle and spent millions of dollars on high equipment just to be overthrown. I will have my revenge one day. Well, that is too bad. Alright, Highfish, from now on, Darkford is your new leader. That history has changed, for better or for worse.
I can't look. Imagine Highfish and CEEV taking on each other in this battlefield. That would be disgusting.
Well, we are halfway through this event, so we've got more matches still to enjoy.
It's a one-on-one match, yet again.
Simon Slitcher, the legendary man.
Oh yes, everyone knows him.
Prototype, of course, one of the more dangerous foes here, although he has had a bad luck in battle royals.
Remember when he beat old PH
several weeks ago? I think that was already a month ago.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Could this be the final proof that he is very capable of taking on Inferno?
Yes, may we'll see about that. Simon Slitcher won two battle royals, so I can see why he couldn't beat Prototype either. Is this his proof of finally being able to succeed in his future goals? Well,
I have no clue.
May that could possibly be a #1 contendership match. But this wouldn't be a #1 contendership match because Prototype hasn't been active. He lost the hardcore match contendership.
Yes, after being eliminated by Mike Pinkian, I believe.
Prototype was a Highfish at one point, wasn't he? I suddenly realized that.
Yes, he actually was. He was a Highfish creation, but
he just became his own independent character. Yes, Prototype was a menace, but right now he has been while he has defeated all PH, he has also been defeated by a bunch of other people.
And yes, and that bad luck in the battle royals is pretty much well known.
Oh boy. Prototype is constantly throwing Simon Slitcher around, that can't be good.
Prototype making his way to the ring. So he's confident. Well, that doesn't look good. Samus Mitchell has survived several battle royals, but Prototype might be just too much. Whoa, what the hell is Rick Musinas doing? No clue. Is this what the final challenge between maybe Inferno made this match happen? If you are sort of beat Prototype, he might have said. No idea. These matches happen in mysterious ways. How are these matches sanctioned? They are, I believe there is a committee of talents deciding these matches on the fly, and it is a mystery to both talents and with someone. What the hell, what is Vince McMahon doing here? Who is Vince McMahon? Don't you know, the great sports entertainment presenter? Is he also wanting to challenge RWL to an international contest? Maybe he's talent-seeking Prototype. What the hell is Vince McMahon doing here? What is he? Why haven't I ever heard of this Vince McMahon person? Well, you probably know him. He was once, last time I remember, he was involved in that 2007, he almost died in a limo crash. Whoa, that one. And he was sued in the 90s for steroid usage. An incident that has been compared to 9/11. Oh, 9/11, that must be bad. Poor Vince McMahon. What has he once fought a young wrestler known as Stone Cold Steve Austin, who has since sold himself out to some random shit. Oh boy. So what even, I'm now distracted. Don't let Vince McMahon's interference distract from this wonderful match. Some Prototype is still beating Samus little bit badly. Samus, here goes Prototype. He's still somehow beating up Samus Licher. He hasn't finished him off yet. He hasn't had much time. I suppose he got confused by the interference of Vince McMahon. I wouldn't be confused if some guy named Vince McMahon came to my match. I'd be just like, okay, cool. Just don't interrupt my matches. I'm trying to beat this 50-foot tall bikini-wearing woman. What was that? I said that if he would interfere my fantasy match. I didn't have to say it had to be realistic. What? Have you ever wrestled? No, of course not. What, you are so boring and realistic constantly, Rob. You should probably check out. I can't help it. So, Vince McMahon. Well, Vince McMahon is probably not as big as Samus Licher is. Look at that guy. He's a big star. He has defeated countless people. He has been in several number one contendership matches. People love him, and now look at this tragedy. He's been beaten by Prototype. This is the real tragedy after 9/11. Well, I can't imagine that this year has had any tragedies comparable to 9/11. Yes. I haven't followed the news, so I wouldn't know. Anyways. Prototype is taking on this Samus Licher is getting beaten pretty badly, and they constantly keep. Well, here we go again. Oh, Prototype accidentally got blinded by his own race. He's stepping out, but nobody's hearing him. Here comes Vince McMahon. What is that? I think it's something that reads, I think this is yet another commercial for empty pockets. Oh my god, I hate those. Why do these people keep coming up? They are interrupting a very good match. The counting out is counting down. Is Prototype wanting to lose him, make him lose by count out? That would be just humiliating as hell. But Simon Slitzer was able to strike back. But he threw him in the ring. What is he doing? He's bringing a table. This McMahon is here, and he has an iPad. Did Simon Slitzer just get injured by Prototype? If you ask me, I wouldn't know. Why is Vince McMahon not attacking anybody even? Well, anybody is not here. You know what I mean. Prototype is just still busy posing. But Simon Slitzer still tries to backpack a poor guy. Will he get counted out? He probably will be. Rick Musenas is running around. Hey, look, I got to save my friend. Go away, Rick Musenas, you're drunk. Here comes Gus Waker. He managed to save himself. They are finally returning to the ring. Never mind. He attacks Gus Waker, that's pretty funny. But what's not funny is that Simon Slitzer is injured, for God's sakes. He plans to return to the ring there, boy. He's taking a brush with him. They are once again rolling on the ring, and here goes Simon Slitzer. So we have now Gus Waker as playing the role of a referee, and Vince McMahon is here. Oh, he's hitting finally, he's attacking someone. Simon Slitzer, is he working? Is Vince McMahon working for the Prototype? Finally, return to the ring. Gus Waker accidentally knocked out. I think Prototype is stalling for the sake of stalling. But Prototype doesn't probably believe in communism. I said stalling, not stalling. Stalling. Yeah, I get it. They are once again going to the ringside. I can already tell what happens. It's a shame. Prototype just wants to humiliate poor Simon Slitzer after his victories. Why must he be punished like this? Isn't this like some wrestling guy who constantly is said to bury talent? Well, he is right here. What? I didn't know Rick Musenas did that. No, I mean, never mind. Well, they are finally returning to the ring. Very nice draw by Simon Slitzer, despite his weakening confidence in himself. They are once again brawling in the ringside. Well, he is gone already. Might as well interrupt this match while it's happening. Well, no reason to interrupt this. They just don't. There are always matches that never get finished. Maybe someday they both will get counted out. And they still have time. But Vince McMahon is beating up Simon Slitzer. And he works, and the Prototype was so big that Vince McMahon and Rick Musenas got hurt. Maybe somebody will get counted out. I don't think so. Time is running out. 10 seconds remaining. Simon Slitzer already stepped out twice. So, well, what was the point of Vince McMahon's presence? No idea. This whole match was Prototype just wanted to humiliate Simon Slitzer. This can't be good. Well, I feel bad for Simon Slitzer if you ask me.
Maybe something else will happen.
No clue.
Next match, Clarence Mason is here.
Yes, the partner of Inferno. With his proud banhammer. Vexley, accompanied by Darkfoot and with his own banhammer apparently.
I think that's the hammer of Mjolnir.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I am not saying sorry for injuring that idiot, Josh Bison. He deserved what he got. He's got the banhammer, the hammer, and the truth of justice.
Do you realize that you have set yourself in immediate danger now that Darkford is leaving us? You are screwed.
Well, they are already getting in on the action. Darkford, Vexler is taking revenge on his injured mate, Josh Weiser, a new Mustafa recruit.
I haven't seen him in ages, and this match adds some story to it because he was also a former Crab Hole member and all.
Yes, indeed. It's Darkford and he's watching from the sidelines.
If he's watching from the sidelines, then that's gotta be good.
Oh, another brutal kick to the face. Vexler is absolutely burying this man. Clarence Mason with another, but Vexler strikes further.
Oh.
He's gone out of the ring once again. You will think the world champion would be concerned with the rise of Hyvis.
He has really stayed very... He hasn't stayed a lot out of... Inferno has stayed out of every single storyline. He has been mostly challenging number one contenders, as well as defending the honor of RWL.
Vexler is throwing Clarence Mason around.
Whoa! Oh, I don't know how that happened, but that's what happened.
Clarence Mason is thrown by Inferno. I mean, Darkford. I get confused.
That's where we all do. So, Vexler, what is his story?
Well, he's known for being number one contender in that one match and defeating Guy and Sorcerer in RWL discotheque. Inferno and Vexler have faced in the past, so this is a very personal match in a sense.
Yes, imagine having less of a success than Axe did to try to weaken Inferno.
Well, he has now stolen Inferno's world championship until now. Thankfully, Inferno claimed it right back.
Well, but we're back in the ring once again.
A brutal hit to the side lines by Vexler. Yet another one.
This is exciting.
Well, once again they are going for no good reason to the outside.
As a protest to this outside, we already had one match that went way longer than it should have. So let's talk about some miscellaneous things. What is your favorite place to go to in Jamaica?
Well, me and Michelle yesterday went to some sort of coffee place where we could get coffee alongside our weed.
You smoke weed?
Well, it's an experimental phase. I used to smoke it a lot more when I was younger, and it would always be something in my car. Then I just realized that I just smoke it sparingly. Some Bubba Kush sometimes I also smoke, it's very young.
I know Vince Russo has booked it a lot. Oh yes, everyone's favorite, Vince Russo. Why couldn't he work on RWL? He did try to call him, but he said he wasn't interested because of the budget match. Yes. Maybe one day I will get Vince Russo on my show. Here comes Stark. Why is he getting beaten up by Rick Musinas? We are going back in the ring finally. Oh, never mind. So, in that Jamaican shop, I could see somebody in the... I could see somebody in the back that looked very familiar. I think I had seen him on a movie. I told to my sheriff that, oh, is that guy in the back? Is that guy? I swear I have seen him on a movie. In some sort of a movie where Hollywood stars would always say, oh yes, he had a very much big screen presence, and myself said, no, you two are pretending because this place is basically behind God's back and there are no people here who can possibly enjoy be going into these coffee shops. And I said, alright, I just said that guy looked like some sort of a celebrity, calm down. Whoa, Thomas Shelby sure is a bore. To be honest, sometimes he is. He is very smart, but he is even more of a bore than me. Oh no, Vex is returning to the ring. Well, Vex is not returning to the ring, so anyways, after that I decided to go into my hotel room, and that's where I usually take a bath. I like taking baths. Basically, I don't keep the pool out until I have put it so basically on my knees. But if you put it on your knees, then you are basically drowning. I mean, I put it down on basically on my... I sit around and I don't really wash myself front and for my back, and then I lay down. But I can't do it on places where the pool is so deep, tiny. And in this place there was like it was like a square pool. It wasn't a pool, it was more like some sort of a... Oh, they are back in the ring. Very nice. We can finally focus back on the match. Oh, Vex Larry is bleeding. I wonder why. But he is also trying to make Clarence Mason bleed. Brutal punch. Good. Oh yes, his partner Omnideputants also had a victory against Foila Sans. Could this be that Vex Larry also might get a victory tonight? That would be very unfortunate. But at least some hype is lost tonight. Mainly Guy and Suicide once again they're going back to the ring. Tell me about that pool. Well, you know, it's more like a spa, I think. But there was no, you know, those bubble thingies. Oh, they are back in the ring. Oh, very nice. Inferno and Dark Cloud are taking on each other in the ringside. Oh, here we go. We are coming to the ring at the same time. Inferno wants to save his partner. Clarence Mason tried to get Vex Larry about, but kick to the back settles it. Will Vex Larry out? No. 5 minutes remaining, that might be good. I hope they go outside the ring soon. Oh, one, no. Why would you want to go outside the ring soon? Well, I haven't talked at all about my experiences with the... Oh, 3, yeah, oh, Clarence Mason won. I never could have believed it. Very nice. 5 is 2-1 today. By the way, we haven't really seen, outside of all kids, we really haven't seen any members of CEV today. What about the first match? That's where WBL performed. Is he really part of CEV though? Well, the rumors say so. What rumors? Well, the backstage rumors. Anyways, let's get back to our match of the contest. Which we have about 2 events remaining. I mean, 2 matches remaining, yes. One of them is our main event, but before that we have this match coming up. It's a tag team steel cage match. Well, that's exciting.
Oh no, silence! What in the name of silence, strangers team him up with? Is he now part of CEEV too?
Maybe too. I hope not. It also could be his team up with the April's title. He might just drive his own game.
Tag team champion, teaming up with our Nugget Way champion. Why those empty pockets, people?
Is there those nuggets in Jamaica?
Well, this is a new one, that's why we are here. New countries are constantly putting up new dulce nuggets.
Dr. Coates, wasn't he going after... Oh, it makes sense now. He was going after Silent Strange earlier.
But he, Fabian 3 is also CEV. Whose side are they really on?
That leaves an empty hole in my head. Maybe the CED is willing to fight each other if there is... I have no idea.
Yes, I have no clue either. But I know that last week Dr. Coates tried to contend against Silent Stranger, but Silent Stranger got disqualified. But he was able to keep the title because title changes don't have any disqualifications.
Yes, and now we have Lambert Tombo, the Silent Stranger's partner, and here is Mystery is also here for some reason.
Who is not a tag team champion. And Lambert Tombo is swimming away. What the? Oh, he's teaming up with Mystery instead of Lambert Tombo.
That's interesting. Oh, yeah, kind of affiliate there.
It's kind of confusing that K are like two members of CEV, or maybe Fabian 3 really is not officially part of CEV, and rather he's just kind of working with with old PLs.
Probably. I don't know why Dr. Coates, however, was getting. He's supposed to be in evil side.
It's too probably too complicated to think about it, but maybe we will get the mystery to the stories mystery in a few weeks or so.
I like it that there is an explanation to this rivalry.
Yes, we have seen two rivalries continue here, although this is a bit confusing.
Mr. E, the voice of Boris, why is Fabian trying to escape?
I don't know.
Oh. That was brutal.
You almost gave me a brain damage there. Mystery, truly a class war.
They are tracking super fast. It's an old PH strategy. You will think Fabian 3 wouldn't be a stranger to it.
He's using Fabian number 3's home plank to beat him. Now that's brutal if you ask me.
Oh, I think Silent Stranger gaining momentum here.
There we go, it's a stunner. Yet he is still tagging to Mr. Reed despite being full. That doesn't make any sense. Whoa.
Mr. Reed. Trying to get Fabian number 3. Here comes Dr. Coates, must be very useless so far.
He takes the iTunes championship, which is be foreshadowing. No clue.
Is maybe Dr. Coates is independent from Tatrons nowadays.
But there would be then no Tatrons if we don't count Slick and Newt, and Bobby Patton has left it too.
Will we see a renaissance?
At this point, being part of, there have been more. I don't think we have ever had this many neutral people. You know that everyone's gonna end up in a faction sometime.
And finally, Mystery, Dr. Coates gets started.
He's taking KVP number. Well, that's good.
He tagged him. Instantly.
Okay, Silent Stranger is beating off KVP number 3, but Dr. Coates refuses to leave the ring.
Oh, blood.
That's not nice. One very nice punch by Silent Stranger, but it failed. 1, 2, but it failed.
I think this is interesting. Seeing some stranger be like this is nothing like I've ever seen before.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. They officially did it. He was able to prove his point, whatever it was. It is interesting to see how weird the loose the factions are nowadays. Formerly, people really didn't team up with other factions that often. Maybe they will
Maybe they will this time. What is going to be our main event?
If I know, I would have already answered that.
Oh, it's just another steel cage match.
Lambert's number is instantly coming out. Who is he going to face? Our main event here. Eva McClunky? Really? You have like hundreds of people to face and you pick Eva McClunky?
Oh, maybe there's a story behind this.
Eva McClanky, your knowledge and happy self-confidence interest me. Why don't you join the CEV? Here, you got anything you want.
You better ask me later. I don't really do mission deals. This is our main event.
We had more content in main event matches earlier.
I think this is an escape to victory match, so whoever escapes the cage wins. Maybe if Lambert Trumper wins, Eva McClunky has to join the CEV.
I don't even know who's in that faction and how loyal the members are.
Yes, but I know that Hyde is not left out in.
He's already tapping out, but there is no reason to win.
Yes, only the person who can escape the cage wins. Lambert shows that, but Lambert is a torture fetishist, so he must do some sort of shit in the early round.
No, even you're making a big mistake.
Yes, more switching off the leg. More shake the leg. It's nice to hate that leg.
What are you doing?
Just being silly. Is that too much to ask? Well, that this has continued for rather long. Anyone got a clock?
Well, the audience loves it.
Lambert, you are getting too excited on this. Oh yes, here comes Salustrator.
Oh yes, another good champion.
What? Well, I don't like this. Lambert Trouble won just because what they...
Well, thank you for the me anyway.
Oh, sorry about that. So does this mean that Eva McClunky is now a member of CEV? No clue. Well, thank you for tonight. See you next week. I'll go home show for RWL. Drop it or lose it.